And so, okay, so looking at 2023, are there any like key periods, key dates, key things through the year?
So March is going to be a big one. We have two different important events that are happening in the month of March. We have Saturn entering Pisces on March 7th, and then we have Pluto entering Aquarius on March 23rd. So Saturn and Pluto, they're tough. They're tough. They're tough. They're tough archetypes to work with. And one of the biggest signatures in 2020 was the dance between them. That started in January, I believe January 12th, 2020 was when Saturn and Pluto linked up for the first time in 38 years. Many astrologers attribute that to the beginning of the pandemic and to sort of all of the unprecedented events that unfolded subsequently. But, these two can be really tricky together. These two are not always going to be, these two, Saturn represents our responsibilities, Pluto represents sort of like epic transformation. It's like sort of the tower card. It's sort of like we got to burn it all down. So when these two are synced up, well, what we saw them synced up was in Capricorn, we know that they had a really intense impact. But in March, Saturn is moving into a brand new zodiac sign that's actually really different than where it's been since the year I believe it was 2017. So in 2017, Saturn went into Capricorn. And then in 2020, Saturn went into Aquarius. These two zodiac signs are really quite rigid and they could be really stoic and ruthless in a lot of ways. But on March 7th, Saturn goes into Pisces, which is a much more sensitive, emotional, very sort of intuitive energy. So this is going to be for the first time since 2017 that we're seeing Saturn in not as aggressive of a zodiac sign. So this is going to actually this is going to soften Saturn up from what we've been experiencing for the past very many years. So I'm really excited to see sort of a softer and more gentle and a little bit more intuitive Saturn, because Saturn is so important. It's how we are responsible, but knowing that this is shifting into emotional, beautiful, inspired, poetic, lyrical Pisces is going to give it such a different tone. And then Pluto is going to move into Aquarius, and Aquarius is the zodiac sign that's associated with innovation. But what's really remarkable here is we haven't seen Pluto move into Aquarius since the 1700s. So this is a really major transit that's happening because it takes Pluto 248 years to go around the whole zodiac. So this is the first time in any of our lifetimes we're going to be experiencing Pluto in Aquarius. And I do think that in terms of, things like technology and medicine and the way that we interact with our Earth, maybe the way we solve for some of the really big issues that we're having on our beautiful planet, Pluto in Aquarius is going to help catalyze change.